Jane has just left work and is in the supermarket doing her weekly shopping. She's got a lot of things on her mind and has been rushing around, throwing all the items she needs into the shopping cart. While checking the price on a can of goods, she notices something strange. Her heart has suddenly begun to beat hard, so hard in fact that it is pulsating in her throat. This startles her, and then she notices how her arm begins to shake with a pins and needles sensation. This is the first time anything like this has ever happened to her. She is confused and starting to get really scared. Something must be wrong, she thinks, and begins to mentally list all the possible things it could be. Is it the start of a heart attack? Is it an allergic reaction to something she ate? Her stomach and chest muscles feel really tense and her breathing becomes faster and more shallow. She glances around at the people near her, and as she does so she feels lightheaded and dizzy. The confusion and fear she feels is sending her into a panic. The sensations in her body intensify, and she is convinced something awful is about to happen. She feels a need to get outside and leaves her shopping cart full of goods behind as she walks slowly towards the exit. As soon as she is outside in the cool air, she feels a slight sense of relief and more in control as the physical sensations are losing momentum. Although she is calming down, she is still in shock and her body is shaking. It feels as if someone had just held a gun to her head. She has never felt so terrified and out of control in all her life. She calls her husband at work and tells him what happened and asks if he would meet her so they can go to the hospital together. A few hours later, Jane is lying on the hospital bed, waiting for the results of the medical tests she has completed. The doctor arrives and tells her they cannot find anything physically wrong with her, and that it was most likely a panic attack. This is relieving yet confusing at the same time. A panic attack, she thinks. She remembers an aunt that experienced panic attacks, but never really understood what that meant, and certainly never imagined it felt as scary as what she just went through. Glad that nothing is physically wrong, she checks out of the hospital and goes home. Within minutes of lying on the bed, she falls fast asleep. On waking the following day, Jane immediately begins to go over the ordeal in her mind. It all seems like a surreal dream. By lunchtime, she is already second-guessing the medical tests and convinces herself that something was missed and that there must be something more serious than anxiety involved. Days pass and she cannot stop thinking about what happened in the supermarket. She still feels shaken by the experience and lives in fear that it might strike her again at any moment. For the first time in her life, she does not feel safe leaving her home.